Arsenal just beat Chelsea in a very intense game. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it because it was an intense game, both in the first half and the second half. Arsenal got an early corner kick, and then Chelsea tied it at the last end of the first half. And look, here's the thing, right? Arsenal did their job. Arsenal have to win. They have to win the games. They have to get their points so the City doesn't catch up to them. But Chelsea, man, the football they play, it's so slow, it's so pragmatic. They try and play the ball out the bag. They keep losing the ball. They keep losing possession in their half. And every time they have possession in Arsenal's half, they pass the ball back. They pass it back to the goalkeeper, and then they come back, right? Chelsea's football is so bad. I don't understand, right? Liam Rosina is only there because he's a yes man to Chelsea's board. Chelsea's board chose a manager that's gonna be like yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir. He's gonna do whatever they tell him to do because this team is so bad. The football is that look. I know they're fighting for Champions League, right? I know they're up there. But the football they play, it's nowhere near the cities, it's nowhere near Arsenal's, and to this day, nowhere near United. And even Liverpool is catching up with the in terms of how they play and how many games they're winning, right? I think they're like 4 games in a row winning. Chelsea tied to Leeds, I'm pretty sure. They tied to Burnley, and now they lost to Arsenal. And they don't show any good football. You know, they have Enzo Fernandez playing kind of like a left mid role. You have Cole Palmer on the left side of the field. It just doesn't make sense. They want to play such beautiful football, but I know it comes from the top, right? It comes from the board. They sign players that aren't good enough. Have so many young players, right? That are for the future, but their whole plan to me just sounds like a Brian plan or like a Dortmund plan, right? Buy young players, grow them up a little bit, sell them for more profit. That's what I think it is. But Arsenal, once again, doing their job. They get their corner kicks. They don't play the best of football. Like this game in general wasn't the best football, right? The first game they had was amazing. I really liked the first game, but this game was just no football. Chelsea trying to play out the bag, but every time they move up the field, they end up coming back to their side. And you have Cole Palmer in positions that I think he's not successful in, right? I think he's more successful on the right side of the field, not just a right winger, but in that right pocket between the right wing and the attacking mid, right? That's where he succeeds. You have Cole Palmer on the left. You have in midfield, Andre Santos and Caicedo, and you push Enzo to the left, which I don't understand. Caicedo had a very good game. Malo Gusto is on the bench waiting to come on. It just wasn't a game where you play so pragmatic, so slow against an Arsenal side. Arsenal have been in tough battles this season. They have been in tough games because teams take it to them. They press them. They battle them in the midfield. Chelsea did none of that. They would let Arsenal come down with the ball, and every time they got the ball, again, try and play out the back, do little cute passes from one side to another. And they did absolutely nothing. They got the corner kick, yes. I mean, the goal from the corner, own goal from Incapié. I think, in my opinion, he was man of the match. He went crazy. That whole left side, he would take care of everything. Trossard wasn't really Trossard did absolutely nothing this whole game. Let's be honest. Incapié was up and down that whole left side. He's so fast. He's so physical. And he has a very good cross. His crosses are very underrated. He won his duels in defense. He had a couple mistakes here and there, but I think he was the man of the match. Gabriel and Saliba had a very solid game. Rice was Rice wasn't too bad, right? He's never gonna give you under a six, but he was no more than like a 6.5 7 out of 10 today. Zubi Mendy wasn't at his best, and but that's the thing, right? Arsenal don't have to be at their best. They don't have to play amazing every game, but they win. They get the corners. They score their goals. They defend their box, and that's what at the end of the day what Arsenal have to do to win the league, right? City's catching up. But Arsenal just keep winning and they keep doing their job. And if they keep it up like this for a good amount of time, they might just go to the Etihad, get the 3 points there, and end the league there. So it's going to be very interesting. Arsenal did the job against Chelsea. I think it was a very slow game from like the pure football aspect of it. But Arsenal have to win, and that's exactly what they did. But Chelsea, man, Chelsea, Liam Rosina, I don't understand what type of football he's trying to play. You could tell some of the players don't really like the type of style he's trying to play. Cole Palmer looks annoyed. Enzo Fernandez looks annoyed. Even Joao Pedro looks annoyed, even though he's scoring goals. But you look at some of these games, right? The Leeds tie, the Burnley draw. This game against Arsenal, some of the players just look annoyed at the type of football that Liam Rosinier wants to play. Under Enzo Maresca, Cole Palmer was having the time of his life. Joao Pedro wasn't scoring goals, but he was involved a lot. Enzo Fernandez was having the time of his life under Enzo Maresca. Malo Gusto was having the time of his life. Reece James was having the time of his life. And under Liam Brzezinha, he wants to be sort of. I don't understand what's up with these managers, right? All these new young managers, they want to control everything. They want to be tactically smart. They want to be cute, technically cute. I don't understand these new young managers that want to be so cute on the ball. They want to be so cute tactically. This is football at the end of the day. It just doesn't make sense. Some players aren't aggressive enough. They don't want it. And look, for this Chelsea team that I've seen succeed to an extent under Enzo Maresca, compared to Liam Rosinier, it just doesn't make sense to me. These new managers want to be too tactically cute, control every facet of the game, play out the back in a certain specific way. It just doesn't make sense to me. Arsenal beat Chelsea. Arsenal did their job. I want the title race. I'm enjoying the title race. But once again, I think Chelsea were abysmal today. I think they were embarrassing. And I think Liam Rosenior is at the head of it. Even last week, he blamed one of his players instead of blaming the way he plays. So, yeah, Chelsea were abysmal. Arsenal did a job. Shout out to Arsenal. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And yeah, big game. Arsenal got the 3 points. Let's see how the title race keeps going.